shit. It really
We are
is.
live.
It's like the Oregon Ducks wearing pink jerseys and all that stuff, and glow-in-the-dark helmets.
I mean, I don't mind it when it's the Ducks, A, because it's college, who gives a crap, and then B, because that's their whole damn gimmick. But I mean, the Patriots strolling out in all blue is just not okay to me.
Oh, yes. October is coming. Time for pink ring ropes.
Oh, God. Fucking 4 weeks of Susan G. Komen.
Well, they got us ready for it this year by doing 4 weeks of Connor's Cure before that.
Yeah, Connor's Cure isn't that bad.
No, I like that. I like the little simple thing.
It's really silly.
At least it's not next month. Next month's Susan G. Komen month.
Susan G. Komen.
Thanks, Croc.
Is
Croc.
exactly
Croc.
what we were just talking about, you fucking moron.
Yeah, I just got back from pulling.
Nobody cares.
Fuck you.
Yes, he does.
No, Croc, fuck you.
Take it easy, you whack-a-moles.
Anyway, I don't
that
like you either.
this Twitter streaming of the game is actually really nice.
The Twitter streaming of the game is nice, yes.
Guys, I kicked both of them out of here. It was really nice.
Hey, you guys remember Smark Henry? I remember.
I liked Smark Henry. It seemed like everybody else was really mad at him all the time, but I liked him. He never fucked with me, I guess, is why.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I still follow him on Twitter.
He was good about 95% of the time, but then that 5% he wasn't. He just blew everybody.
Wasn't that 5% when he was drunk, though?
Maybe. But he really is kind of... The 5% really shone above the other 95 in those instances.
I mean, I'm sure it wasn't as entertaining as Drunk Barack says, but...
Oh,
God,
Drunk
Barack says.
Barack
Hello,
is
Barack says.
You guys remember Drunk Barack says?
I remember Drunk Barack says.
he's the people's champion.
You still need to come on this show.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're going to be live in West here in about a second here. So, yeah. Hey, everybody. Let's end this pre-show nonsense and get started with the real show. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Smark Snark. This is episode 226. My name is Gunner. That is Omega VR.
So we had Barack says, I think the next big username mod should be Eva Marie can't take a Trump.
Don't you mean a Trump? But also joining us, back from last week's hiatus, it's our wonderful technical producer, Mr. Yank of DDS.
I hear Gunner sucks at doing my job, so he's not allowed to talk about when I screw things up anymore.
At least for a month. Also joining us this week is the Croc, Donkey Lips.
Well, at least Yankum Gunner didn't burn down the place where we were trying to go ahead and put a show out last week. So at least you had something to come back to.
Yeah, something to come back to.
Something that has you in it, so...
Yeah.
Hey, glass half full.
We also have Net Jester, who's apparently floating around.
My glass is half full of water. Maybe I'll get lucky and have it half full of vodka later.
Courtney's here.
Friendly reminder that Clash is in Indianapolis this weekend, and I won't be there to stand outside while they hand out tickets to everybody just to try to fill the arena.
Oh, that's such a shame. I want to go to Roadblock in Pittsburgh. Maybe they'll give me free tickets if I stand outside. Let's see
That's
here.
a SmackDown show, isn't it?
Yep. And Save Us Dog.
Color Rush uniforms are fucking awful. That's all I got to say. And by the way, standing outside waiting for tickets is not a good strategy in Minnesota in February, sadly.
Oh, that's such a shame.
Otherwise,
yes,
I would have.
It would be quite nipply. All right, so you guys can call into the show. Did you know that? You should know that by now. 812-408-9666. That's 408.
You didn't even let's start the show and then we do the music and stuff. So
Well, I'm doing the plugs, man, and your music is broken, isn't it?
no, I fixed that 3 weeks ago.
All right, well then fucking hit the music.
No, it's too late now.
Mid-plug.
Fine then. Well then, 812-408-9666 or 812-408.
Whoa.
I feel unappreciated.
You feel unappreciated.
That's all the effort you get.
Fine that. I won't do the rest of the plugs, and we'll just go right into the news.
You have to thank podcastthemes.com for the theme because we do not want to get sued.
True.
So we don't have any money.
Thank you.
Well, you just did. And smarksnark.com,
Awesome.
twitter.com/smarksnark, facebook.com/smarksnark, patreon.com/smarksnark. Let's get into the news. New York Post reports Billy Corgan is hoping to complete his purchase of TNA by Bound for Glory, noting that he, Dixie Carter, Aerolux, and Fight Network all have equity stakes. Meltzer notes that WWE does indeed have an offer on the company, but it's likely old and only really if no one else were to bid in order to acquire the video library. A third unnamed party is also interested. It was also suggested that the sale price would be $40 million based on the WWE's market value of 2 times revenue. But Meltzer said, "No one is paying $40 million. Take a zero off." And it's like, yeah, I could see that. I would say take a zero off and then have it.
No, I'd say take a zero off and probably take off a mil at most.
It's worth at least $4 million for the library, and maybe if you're picking up people's contracts as well. They do have some talented performers there, so if you're picking those people up as well, it's worth $4 million.
Do you think the third buyer is GFW? Because I said that in the pre-show. I think
only if only if Jeff Jarrett made friends with the guy who invented those Q-tips that you can put in your ear and it won't damage it.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I saw a photo this week of a GFW show. It was literally in the middle of the Tennessee State Fair.
Yeah.
And the ring was set up just near all the other tents and booths, like it was just another thing on the fairway.
The sad thing is, I think they were really close, or where the asylum was. So yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
State Fair. Is that surprising?
We couldn't even get out the asylum to do a show there. That's sad.
It's like, okay, so I would like to purport a theory. I would like to suggest a theory to everybody here. It's called the Jarrett implosion. Every 10 to 15 years, a wrestling promotion made by a Jarrett will implode inevitably, and then fall back into Tennessee, and then spend 2 or 3 years there wallowing in the wonderful Tennessee sunshine. And that will be for every Jarrett promotion ever. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're
Did
wrong.
it happen in GFW yet?
GFW is just the newest incarnation. TNA, USWA, the Jarrett promotion before USWA with his dad, etc.
The silence is a very telling and yet very stunning fact. Might I add.
Speaking of stunning, Paige did in fact quit WWE last week at one point, and at another, WWE made the decision to fire her before the announcement of her wellness failure. However, an attempt was made to mend fences and things were settled. The suspension, as well as Eva Marie's, is now over, and she was set to be backstage at Raw. Eva Marie, by the way, is going to be filming a movie soon, so don't expect her to re-debut just yet.
Oh, thank God.
She'll do the re-debut thing, and then they'll say she's taking another vacation after a few weeks, and it's perfect.
Well, one could only hope.
So,
She's the best part of SmackDown.
who wishes they had that dip game like Del Rio? because he managed to lock her the fuck down.
Is it? I think it's just more Paige being fucking crazy. Or baby crazy or something, man. Like, if you read those Instagram posts and all this stuff, it's just like, it's clearly not someone thinking with their head.
She's young as shit, though. I'm not
23.
surprised she would have. Yeah, she doesn't know a whole lot better at this point. I mean, clearly,
Well, here's the thing.
She's not a well-adjusted person, but a 23-year-old, you're still kind of a baby at that point.
Just a bit. I didn't like myself at 23, and I'm sure that nobody here who is 23 or who has been 23 doesn't like themselves either. Just saying.
I am 23. I can confirm I hate myself.
There you go. That's
there
my
you
point.
go. Scientific proof.
Mm-hmm.
I did not care for the number 23 starring Jim Carrey.
Yes. Yes, that too. I'm loving the fact that, by the way, that Eva Marie's suspension is a thing, and that everyone is looking forward to her coming back.
Why?
Because she has the best segment on SmackDown every week. It's hilarious. It's one of the few times that I get like genuine emotion out of, and it's just funny. It's just something that makes me laugh.
Really? Like, that is what makes you pop on SmackDown? Because there's a lot of good stuff.
SmackDown don't have much.
I mean, there's some good stuff on SmackDown too, but the booking is very, very slow. You already know where they're going with the tag titles, so it's really hard to get super invested in the matches. And Eva Marie is something that's come out and been really fresh the past few weeks. Like, it's something, I'm sure they've done versions of this gimmick in the past, but the way that they present it is just so over the top, and it's perfect for her and what the fans, it's actually a character that the fans react to in the right way. We never see that anymore, dude. All the heels are getting cheered. All the faces are getting booed. This is someone that the fans genuinely hate, and they made a character around that fact, and it's hilarious.
Yep. It is. It's great. I can't wait.
It's the perfect example of WWE actually knowing how to book around the crowd reaction. And proof that they can fucking do it right.
I'm not convinced that they didn't completely luck into that.
No, I mean, there's always some element of luck to it, but...
No, I mean, like, I'm not sure that was intentional at all. Just by the way WWE booking works.
That was all the fans. That was when she came out to challenge Bayley.
Let's move on to the next thing.
Like,
next thing.
They realized it.
WWE has reportedly sent feelers to Matt Hardy about joining the company when his TNA contract runs out in the spring, though it would be highly unlikely he would sign unless TNA were to go under, since he has total control over his character and bookings. TNA has signed Brandy Rhodes to the Knockouts division, and Cody's expected to make his debut on Thursday as well, which he did. Although he can't use the Rhodes name, he's just going as Cody right now. Jesus Christ, who is in the car?
Oh, car went by on the road.
Oh my God!
Sorry,
he's about to get Magnum TA'd.
Professional. This is a professional podcast, you guys.
But because Brandy's never used the Rhodes name, they can build them together as Cody and Brandy Rhodes.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Why can't he use the Rhodes name?
Because WWE owns the copyright on that, or the trademark, rather.
Oh.
I think the major technicality is that he used that name in WWE before using it anywhere else.
Well, if he'd have said, hey, I'm going to be Cody Rhodes to them, if he had trademarked it beforehand, it would have been fine. Of course, they might not have let him do it because, he had it trademarked beforehand. It's really not that often they let people use... Like, I'm surprised they let Samoa Joe be Samoa Joe. I'm surprised he wasn't fucking.
Tongan Sam.
Yeah.
They're fucking different nationality completely.
It is clear that they've changed their thinking on this whole trademarking name concept a long time ago. I mean, Joe was one of them.
AJ.
I feel like, Storm, Bobby Roode, AJ, like it's definitely something that's kind of tied with the TNA guys who have been on national TV, so that you can use the name.
I think that has something to do with it, is that, they already have a name that's known out there nationwide because they've been on national TV. And I don't doubt they've got some kind of deal struck where WWE has exclusive rights. Like, they can use it's their name, they use it there in the WWE. But there's something in the contract, I'm sure, that says you can't use this name anywhere else for X period of time.
Look at
the contract is valid.
All the cruiserweight guys that are debuting, pretty much all of them are keeping their name.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's really fucking hard to find, and I love the dude. It's really hard to find a more generic name than Cedric Alexander. Like, they can't. What's the point in even fucking changing that?
Well, the only real names they changed, I think they only changed Dorada's name.
That was purely because CMLL held the copyrights to the Mascara Dorada gimmick.
Mm-hmm.
So he changed his name himself to be able to own it.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Which is, speaking of names being owned, officially, as of today, Ryback Reeves. That is his legal name.
Ryback Allen Reeves.
Ryback Allen Reeves. That is his legal name.
He's gone. Yes, he's gone full warrior, and you never go full warrior. It doesn't go well.
I mean,
I'm sure he can expect a lawsuit to be coming as soon as he starts booking himself. The same way that they
sue someone for their legal name. That's like that's the perfect loophole through a lawsuit.
It didn't work for Warrior. They sued him.
Exactly.
He changed his name to Warrior, and they sued him for using the Warrior name.
Well, we'll see what happens with this. But moving on, last little bit of nonsense here. Ryback would have been perfect for this stable. There's been talk of doing a shooter stable with Shelton Benjamin, Jack Swagger, and Dolph Ziggler on SmackDown, along the lines of the old Varsity Club stable in WCW. Chad Gable was previously tapped to lead a similar group in NXT, but it was dropped because McMahon doesn't like those types of gimmicks. So basically,
I swear to fucking God, if I have to listen to them talk about his stupid ass 10th fucking state record that means nothing and isn't important and means, I'm going to be so pissed off.
Well, guess what?
I know, he's going to show up in the goddamn Letterman's jacket. And it's funny, because I've actually wanted this gimmick for a while. I thought Swagger and Titus would have been perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But
I thought Titus was a football player.
Well, yeah, but I mean, football players wear Letterman's jackets. It's just
still,
big,
it's academic.
It's jocks.
But no, the gimmick is that they're wrestlers.
Well, the gimmick, yeah, right, but the other gimmick would have been a varsity club kind of thing. So it would be, you're still on a varsity team, but like Rick Steiner would be on it, and Scotty would be on it too.
Actually,
God, I just realized that Mojo Rawley would fit in there.
Yeah, he would.
Alex Riley would be perfect.
I mean, it's almost kind of perfect when you consider that's half the reason the people who got called up during the draft did, because they kind of wanted to prove. Nia Jax played basketball, Alexa Bliss gymnastics,
whoa.
Raleigh football. I mean,
Nia Jax played basketball.
Well, she's tall
I think she was the basketball. So.
Omega DR.
I think that joke would be better if you said that Nia Jax was the hoop, but go ahead.
She can probably dunk.
I'm gonna agree with you there because honestly, there really wouldn't be a game if you had to lift that.
She did play college basketball at Palomar College in San Marcos, California.
I think part of the reason specifically they're doing Benjamin Swagger and Ziegler is that it's the University of Minnesota, the University of Oklahoma, and Kent State. As much as I hate Kent State, people know all three of those schools. The University, whatever the fuck you just said, the St. Mary's School of the Poor and Blind, no one's heard of. Same thing with like Baron Corbin played college football, but it was like Southern Missouri State or some shit like that.
Well, he was in the NFL too, wasn't he?
Yeah, but the whole idea is like if you're going to do the Letterman's jacket and the kind of varsity club thing,
right? And then you can kind of you can skew it into a heel group and say, we excel not just in wrestling, but we're multi-talented when it comes to sport. So-called real sports, actual wrestling.
Shoot Nation was better done on NXT.
So, fun fact, she's billed at 6 feet even.
That's not that tall.
For a chick, that's fucking huge.
Different strokes, different folks.
That's a pretty
God
big.
damn it, Donkey Lips.
It's pretty damn tall.
She's
we're going
at
a 15-minute time limit.
The majority of people
she actually is, because I guarantee you it's not 6 foot. It's probably more like
get to your goddamn computer and hit the
women's
button.
college basketball, 6 foot is literally like most centers.
Right.
Fine. 15-minute. Hold on. There's
Yep.
I still want to see her.
This is brought to you by our Patreon. You can check us out online, patreon.com/Smark Snark.
Oh, yeah.
We have a post show. And we do other stuff that we talk about. All right, everybody, 15-minute time limit. Here we go. We're going to talk about the pay-per-view that's coming up on Sunday. It is the Clash of Champions. And we're going to be talking about it because, every week we either have a prediction show or a reaction show to a WWE pay-per-view. Oh, my God. What is my life right now?
Well, that's our life from now on, now that we've got 19 freaking pay-per-views a year.
Not every week. There'll be a couple of weeks where,
Well, we're all breathe and wonder why we're not doing why we don't have a 15-minute time limit. All right, here we go. So speaking of Nia Jax versus Alicia Fox. Oh God, Nia Jax versus Alicia Fox in the pre-show.
Okay, first of all, it's Nia Jax, and second of all, this match is a thing that will happen.
It'll be great, and I'm looking forward to it.
I like Alicia Fox a lot. Nia Jax is green as goose shit. I hope she doesn't hurt Alicia Fox. That's about all I can say about it.
But
it's
not like most girls.
What are the chances that Tamina is ready for this Sunday?
She's on SmackDown.
Oh, she is? Someone said she's going to be on Raw.
That's funny because it's always been a fantasy of mine to be a sex slave for two Samoan girls.
Oh God, no!
Good Lord!
Stop!
They're definitely doing a Tamina Nia Jax tag team, right?
Probably.
Or stable or whatever.
Yeah.
Sounds hot.
Either way, it's going to be a squash match, but if Tamina did appear, it'd make it worthwhile.
All right, TJ Perkins to Brian Kendrick. Oh, go ahead.
Wait, Jacob, did you know that a group of foxes is called a leash?
Alicia Foxes.
Yes.
Alicia
Fox.
Hey guys, can you kill me, please? TJ Perkins versus Brian Kendrick.
For the Cruiserweight title, no less. This is going to be a hell of a match.
If you didn't see the interview between Brian Kendrick and Michael Cole, that's probably one of the best sit-down interviews in forever. It starts off really calm, and Kendrick's really happy to be there, but the second that he mentioned TJ Perkins' name, he cuts like probably the best promo I've ever heard Brian Kendrick cut.
Sweet.
So
That's totally been saved for what we watch this week in wrestling, though. Sad.
Cesaro versus Sheamus in the final match for the best of 7. Who gives a fucks?
Thank God.
Wait. So, okay, TJ Perkins goes over Kendrick. We're all assuming this.
No.
Nia Jax goes over. What? Why not?
Assuming that.
Because go ahead, Yankum.
Because they're not going to. I don't think they're going to put a title on Kendrick yet.
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. TJ Perkins goes over.
No,
I was agreeing with you.
Right.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Could
I change my answer?
So you guys are talking.
Let's talk about Cesaro versus Sheamus, because we all agree that TJ Perkins is going over Brian Kendrick.
I don't.
Because they're not going to put a title on Brian Kendrick yet.
Why wouldn't they? Here's the thing about the Cruiserweight division right now is there are a fuckload of baby faces and a fuckload of people that nobody knows. People actually know who Brian Kendrick is, and he's not a baby face.
That's true.
People don't really know who Brian Kendrick is, probably.
They know
anymore.
him a lot more than they know Cedric Alexander and TJ Perkins, though.
That's
Maybe, but here's the thing. I guarantee you Vince is still fucking like, fuck that guy. Because that's the kind of dickhole that Vince is.
Well, to be perfectly honest and be perfectly straight here, it's too early to do a title change, in my opinion, because it's just kind of stupid. I mean, if they're gonna bounce the title around like the boys bounce around in the ring for that cruiserweight belt, I mean, that's kind of ridiculous.
Right.
They got to sell it at some point.
Let's see. Cesaro and Sheamus, nobody cares, right?
No. I was just gonna say.
No, we do.
The only reason I care is because I want Sheamus to win this last match and for this whole thing to be fucking pointless. So I can laugh.
That'd be fantastic.
Can you tell me what the point of the best of 7 series is for, Gunnar? Can you?
The belt of a title shot?
What belt? Because they didn't specify what belt.
Exactly.
They did.
They did not.
I thought they did. I thought
they did not.
specified it was for the
Nope.
U.S. or something.
I thought they had said once or twice that it was going to be for the Universal title, but I just don't think they've ever made up their mind.
Nope, they haven't. They right now. This best of 7 series is just that, to find out who's the better guy. There's nothing to this match on Sunday.
Well, let's say it is for the Universal title, and then we get presumably Owens versus Cesaro.
Well, that'll be a fantastic match, but it's not going to happen because if it's for the Universal title, then Sheamus is going over. The whole thing meant nothing, and we've got Sheamus in the title scene again. And
I don't think so. Not if Owens retains the title, which presumably he will.
I think Rusev versus Cesaro would be a hell of a feud. Great match. That said, I sure as shit do not want to see Cesaro back at the U.S. title scene. He should very clearly be elevated above that by this point.
All right, we're at 9 minutes. Let's zoom along here. Sami Zayn and Chris Jericho is going to be a fucking amazing match. Probably match of the night.
Sami goes over.
Of course, but once again, same thing. What's the end game?
Who cares? In this case, at least we're going to get an amazing match out of it.
I say Jericho goes over and maybe gets him into the upper card for the Owens versus Jericho thing they talked about originally.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Well, whoever wins this will get into that, I think. And then we'll have Cesaro or Sheamus waiting in the wings. It'll be like a Money in the Bank kind of thing, but without the Money in the Bank. My cat just looks like flipping out here.
Your cat. He must have saw the Charlotte versus Sasha Banks versus Bayley for Raw Women's title match that was up next.
Yeah, because Charlotte's going to go over.
Of course Charlotte's going to go over.
They pulled the trigger.
You don't think they hot shot
way too early.
Nope. This is fine. I think this is fine. I think a triple threat is perfectly fine.
I think
that your money match is going to be Banks as a heel, Bayley as a face for WrestleMania, though.
Yes, and it's going to be amazing. And I hope it's another 30-minute Iron Woman match or some other kind of gimmick deal where they can really get out there and just give everything and show how amazing women's wrestling can be. Because that fucking 30-minute Iron Woman match they had in NXT was just phenomenal.
Was there live? It was amazing.
Here's my question: who do you think's going to show up? We're kind of lost and kind of bored out here. Charlotte, Sasha Banks, and Bayley, because it's Bayley's first match on pay-per-view, or is it going to be the super focused? We're on NXT and we need to actually do really well because Hunter is breathing down our necks because Vince pulled his quad and he's not even there, sort of thing.
No, it's going to be focused for Bayley because it's her first pay-per-view match, and she wants to make sure that her name doesn't get tarnished. This is just another pay-per-view for the other two. So they're just going to go through the things, and you need to remember also, I don't care what the fuck anyone says, she's still tipped up. She still has something going on with her back. She's not 100% going in this, and I'm talking about Sasha. So she's not healthy.
Moving on, New Day versus Gallows and Anderson for the Raw Tag titles. For the love of fuck and all that is holy, please the fuck put the belts on Gallows and Anderson or have them go away.
Yeah. What was the point of sending Gallows and Anderson? What was the point?
Not yet. Don't take it off of them yet.
No pulling of the trigger right now, really.
What is the point?
They need to have a very, very hard to beat record as the longest reigning WWE Tag Team Champions.
How many days will it be at that point?
How many days are they from the?
Yeah, Axe and Smasher is the record, isn't it? Demolition.
Yeah.
So
I will
they
fact
might want to
check
have
that.
them beat Demolition.
I will fact check that while you guys move on to the next match.
All right, we'll move on. Gallows and Anderson are probably going to win, in my opinion.
That's the big report, and all the dirt sheets are saying it, and this is the obvious time.
I say it's going to be New Day.
Oh, they already have longest reign at 394 days.
Yep. So there you go. And then the other one's like 430 some odd days or something like that. So it's either going to be here or it's going to be at Survivor Series. I think it's going to be here.
I'm fine.
Rusev, Roman Reigns, U.S. title. Let me tell you something about this Roman Reigns jackass. So you're telling me, mister, that you beat the champion, you beat Seth Rollins in a goddamn cage match? Or not Seth Rollins, excuse me. Kevin Owens in a cage match, and you're going to worry about Rusev's ass? What? Why? But why?
Because you got to make Roman look really, really strong, and he has unfinished business with Rusev.
How,
I don't give a fuck.
How are you going to make him look strong? How are you going to make him look strong if he's got the U.S. title?
Because you can't put the okay, you want this man to just walk out with that stupid red belt and get eviscerated every night?
No. But
exactly. That's why they're not putting the title on him yet, because he's going to get eviscerated. He's universally hated.
He gets eviscerated anyways.
All right. It's,
somebody please contribute to this conversation.
Roman Reigns is awful. He should not hold any kind of title. Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins for the Universal Championship. This is going to be a good match.
This is going to be the match of the show. Oh, I mean, I'm sure Zayn and Jericho are going to have a good match too, but these two are going to pull out all the stops because there's fuck else on this show, really.
I'm a little confused by heel versus heel, but you know what? I will.
No. Excuse me. I'm sorry. It is.
Seth's baby.
However, Seth is a Bo Dallas face.
Is that a technical term now? A Bo Dallas face? Is that like Xbox Heat?
Seth is baby.
God damn it, Croc! Will you put headphones in?
Yeah, he's a face, but he still thinks he's a heel. It's really funny.
I don't get it.
It's reverse Bo Dallas.
we're at this point where no one's a face or a heel. You just come out and people go bonkers. That's it. It's
Right,
just
and
And I think that
it's-
these two are going to go bonkers at this pay-per-view.
I think Kevin.
Not in a good way, I
takes
don't
the
think.
title, though. I think he keeps it.
Oh yeah, Kevin keeps it.
Yeah, no doubt.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna keep it on him, just for the fact they don't want to hot shot a title they just created.
All right,
Does
Of course.
I've got a bold prediction for you.
Here we
Bold
go.
prediction. Let's go.
Double disqualification.
I can see that.
Ooh.
Wait, is it because Hunter gets involved, Omega?
I say I-ho fence rider away.
Oh my god. Who?
I think
How?
I think Hunter appears on the stage, and that distracts Rollins to the point where Owens wins.
Mhm.
I would like to add to that. I think it would end in one disqualification, then Foley comes out, restarts the match, and tries to assert himself as dominance, and the same result happens. I think that Kevin's still takes it because they're gonna play with this Foley thing where he's gonna change the match and all that kind of stuff, kind of like what
Right.
they did with Steph and Shane during the
Mhm.
pay-per-view.
He'll make it like a no DQ
No.
or something.
Falls count anywhere match.
Right.
So here's the burning question, everybody. Does Seth hurt Kevin?
No,
No. Not on purpose. Why? If you're sitting here trying to call Seth an unsafe worker, you're an ass. And especially coming from a worker, you're an ass.
I think that Cole is gonna play up Seth as a dangerous man, of course, but nothing's gonna happen. I don't think.
Yeah, nothing's gonna fucking happen. Jesus Christ. It's not like everybody he touched is injured or something.
Yeah.
Whatchamacallit, is that it?
Yeah,
do
that's
we
the
do
show.
What the
anything?
hell is
Welcome
that?
back to brand split pay-per-views, dude.
I know,
And
right?
People,
This is terrible.
people think this is going to be bad. I don't think Backlash there was some good stuff, but it was mostly bad. And there's another fucking pay-per-view in 2 weeks from SmackDown, the brand that has less talent.
And then next
Fuck
week,
this shit already.
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
then next week you have Ring of Honor and TNA, so we have more fun next weekend. And then
Exactly.
All right.
All right, so
It's
that's it for
time.
15 minutes. Dairy Queen drive through. Let's go.
Dairy Queen drive-through. Dairy Queen drive-through.
So Vassar isn't
Dairy
here,
Queen
but his life
drive-through.
partner is. Courtney, do me a favor and read the ratings.
All right, I gotta warn you, I have a very sore throat because I watched Raw and it almost killed me. And now, time for the ratings. This week, TNA Impact 366,000, up 8.6% from 337,000 last week. Raw 2.684 million viewers, down 0.22% from 2.69 million. SmackDown at 2.292 million, down 14% from 2.658 million.
Fucking buried.
Let me ask you guys something. Do you think we've seen the
All I can
worst
say,
of the
Courtney,
ratings?
is Raw's been doing that not alone.
Jester, you are roboting like a motherfucker. No, I don't think that we're seeing the last of the ratings. I think that is going to be whatchamacallit. It is going to be something we're going to see lower. I bet you we will see below 2 million for one of these shows, probably SmackDown. However, SmackDown got especially affected because NCIS, the most popular show on television right now, and they had the show after NCIS, which had the original NCIS guy on it after that. So that's why SmackDown got buried, in my opinion.
By the way, this Monday night, in addition to Monday Night Football, they have the first presidential debate between Clinton and
Oh
Trump.
my god, this is gonna be so good.
What are the odds we see the debate show up on Raw, guys? What are the odds we see a fake?
It's happening.
100%.
Oh, you think we're gonna see fake Donald Trump? No, baby, we're gonna see Donald in the fucking flesh.
Oh God, dog, will you please read the birthdays?
Okay. All right, we'll do that. Happy birthday on the 22nd. Fuck yeah, happy birthday to Ole Anderson, my boy, Minnesota boy. Also to Luther Reigns, Bob Sapp, Super Delphine, and Johnny Valentine. One hell of a Survivor Series team right there on the 22nd. Happy birthday on the 23rd to Azrael, to Matt Hardy, and to Osamu Nishimura. Happy birthday on the 24th to Bison Smith, to the Queendom, Stephanie McMahon herself, and also happy birthday on the 24th to April Hunter. Happy birthday on the 25th to Jimmy Garvin. Happy birthday on the 26th of this month to Naomichi Marufuji. That name is so fucking hard, dude. Happy anniversary on the 27th to Donkey Lips for being a loser. I assume that's also his birthday or something.
No, my birthday was last month.
Oh, okay.
Nobody cares.
It took you a month to become a loser then. And happy birthday on the 28th to Atlantis, Steve Blackman, and God damn it. Fuck you guys. That one almost got me, too. That was good. Whoever did that, good job.
What, you're not familiar with Mr. Oxmal?
No, I can't say I am.
Michael Oxmal. His friends call him Mike.
And now it is time for This Week in Wrestling with Omega BR.
Yes, this weekend, wrestling history. Circa 1969, where an event in Fort Worth, Texas saw Grizzly Smith defeat Gary Hart, the Stomper, defeat Jose Lothario, and Jessica Rogers beat Kay Noble. Jump to 1970, where a live event in Tulsa, Oklahoma, promoted by Leroy McGurk, featured Jim Vallon, the future Jimmy Valiant, defeat Trench Phillips. Waldo Von Erich beat Cowboy Bill Watts in a best-of-3 falls match, and the Hollywood Blondes Buddy Roberts and Jerry Brown defeat Klondike Bill and Gene War Eagle. And in 1971, a Gulas Promotions event in Memphis, Tennessee, at the Mid-South Coliseum drew 5,900 fans who witnessed NWA Southern Junior Heavyweight Champion Don Green defeat Robert Fuller in a no disqualification, no time limit match. Jerry Jarrett defeat the Green Hornet, and Spudnik Monroe and the Black Panther defeat Todo Yamamoto and Eddie Marlin.
All right.
And that was this weekend.
I'd like to
Wrestling
add that
history.
on September 22nd of 1997, it was the first time that Vince McMahon ever received a Stone Cold Stunner.
I would also like to add that this week, 77 years ago, CEMLL performed its first show in Mexico in 1933.
All right, now it's time for the Happy Trails. Sunny in the Happy Trails again. Happy Trails Sunny for being hospitalized for abdominal pain, saying she has a cyst on her pancreas and her gallbladder may need to be removed. Hopefully things go well for her and she's able to get better so that she
There's
can
a GoFundMe for her.
Oh, you want to get the link for that? Hopefully
We'll find it and post it. We'll find it and post it on Twitter.
Yeah. Hopefully she gets better so she can be in our Happy Trails several more times. Also, Happy Trails to Rico, who has severe diagnosed concussions, a collapsed lung, and severe heart problems, according to Kenny Boland. You can pay PayPal donations to WWE Rico Constantino at gmail.com. What are we watching this week, boys?
Let's see, what are we watching this week in wrestling? Yay, good DDS, since you stole my gimmick. What are we watching this week?
Let's see. Let's say you should watch. Oh God, I don't have anything. Come back to me.
There was a ton of stuff. Fine. Oh my God.
There's
All
like
right,
8 hours of wrestling every week, Yankum. This is ridiculous. Just WWE.
I know, dude. There is so much wrestling that was on. There was the cruiserweight finals. There was the cruiserweight match on Raw. There was a whole bunch of other stuff. Courtney, what should we watch this week wrestling?
I say you should watch the Fatal 4-Way on Raw between the 4 cruiserweights to determine the number 1 contender for TJP's title.
Piper Punch would like to give a specific shout out. By the way, he wants to bang Sonny. I just want you all to know that, and he's old enough to have it not be creepy.
Old enough to, so.
Let's see here. Croc, what should we watch this week for wrestling?
You should not watch the pay-per-view in Indy, wherever the fuck it is, this Sunday, and instead you should watch 13, which should be out on like XWT and shit. That way, you don't have to go ahead and watch that shitty-ass pay-per-view.
You asshole, taking the whole of 13. Save Us Dog, what should we watch this week for wrestling?
I was going to suggest that, and I'm still going to suggest that Chuck Taylor versus Trent match on 13, which was fucking excellent. But how about Cien Almas, Andrade Cien Almas versus Cedric Alexander making his NXT debut this week in a pretty solid little match. Probably one of the best matches I think that Cien has had in WWE for sure.
Omega BR, what should we watch this week in wrestling?
Oh, let's see. I was going to say the Cruiserweight 4-Way as well. But instead, why don't you watch SmackDown?
What on SmackDown?
Yeah, just in general, it's all pretty much good.
You're supposed to say the Brian Kendrick promo with Michael Cole, remember?
Oh, yeah. That's what you were going to say. You commented on that earlier, I thought.
Yeah, that.
All right, I got one.
All right, finally.
Donald Trump versus Rosie O'Donnell.
Yes! They need to bring back fake Trump, and they need to bring back that fake Hillary from the Barack's Obama versus Hillary in 2008. If you guys remember that, bring them back for a fucking grudge match.
Yep, grudge match time. All right, I'm going to say Kenny Omega versus Yoshihashi from the New Japan match that was from last night. That was fun. I enjoyed that. All right, so that's it. We're done. Swear to God. Promise. Biggie's fucking swear. SmarkSnark.com, Twitter.com/SmarkSnark, Facebook.com/SmarkSnark, Patreon.com/SmarkSnark. Thank you, PodcastThemes.com for our theme song. You can also call us, 812-408-9666 or 812-408.
Woo.
Just remember, we appreciate y'all very much for listening to the show, and we will be back here next week. And Yankum, I thank you very much for doing what you do, because last week was a pain in the ass, and I could barely figure it out myself. And you are very, 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 very good at what you do. We appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome, asshole.
So, fucking burying. All right. Thank y'all for listening, and take care. Smoke your hair.
Nobody else is going to do it. I have to do it. All right.
You have to
woo, woo, woo.
You know it.
Good night, Shaftesbury.
All right, so